This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Gold heading back to Lawrence County, your home for the County of Champions. Settles under it. The senior makes the catch. Perfection. The Shannon, again, are your Class 2A state champions.
Force out the third, and that will do it. Mohawk is your 3A softball champions.
There's going to sound Union repeats as the Class 1A WPIAL champions. The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
Getting by one, and he's going to go all the way. By Harrison. Harrison on the ground, finds Blundo. Blundo rolls it in, up and good for two.
Shallow right field, given a run, and a sliding catch made.
Down to 6 on the play clock. Here's Snap in the hole. The kick is up. The kick is far enough. It is good. That's fly ball deep right field. Get out of here.
Hope running for his life. Throws it up for grabs. There's a man open.
No way. And right back to Stanley from the seat of his pants, and he throws him out the window.
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
We are live at the Nikai High Fieldhouse in Newcastle. It's high school basketball to Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Tonight, it is the 8-3, 14-3 Red Hurricanes hosting Pine-Richland Rams, coming at 4-7 and 6-12. Tonight's broadcast on the lcsportsnet.com is brought to you by Melee Chiropractic, keeping you in the game. MVP Insurance. Simplify insurance. Call MVP for the win. Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. Penn, Ohio Bottled Water. Home and business bottled water delivery. UPMC. Lawrence County local choice for sports medicine. The Red Zone. Score big at the Red Zone. Moderna Bonner Law, a community law firm dedicated to protecting your possessions. Jen's Builders. Creative edge for your contracting work. Pontus Insurance, protecting those you love. Work in Progress, paid services for residential and commercial projects. The Crane Room, a family-owned restaurant, brewery, and banquet center. The City Rescue Mission, transforming lives in crisis since 1911. The Tri-County Principals Association. And by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Hi again, everyone. I'm Tim Continental along with James Dawson, and we are live here at the Nikai High Fieldhouse as we get ready for a battle in 6A in Section 1 as the Red Hurricanes will be taking on the Rams from Pine-Richland. As we look at the two schools in conference, it is the Red Hurricanes at 8-3, Pine-Richland coming in at 4-7.
And here's where it's big. So let's talk about scenarios. 3 games left in the regular season in terms of section play for all the teams here in Section 1. Currently, Fox Chapel is the top team at 9-2 in section play. Newcastle and Seneca Valley, each at 8-3, and they've now split their season series after Newcastle got revenge with the 14-point win earlier this week down in Harmony. Bit of a gap after that. So those 3 teams have clinched playoffs first and foremost. Butler and North Hills have the 4th and 5th spot right now. Those are the final spots in section play at 5-6. Pine-Richland just 1 game behind them, though, at 4-7, looking to sneak in to get that 5th playoff spot out of the section. Again, 5 guaranteed spots out of both Section 1 and Section 2. If there's any ties and head-to-head does not break that tie, then both teams would end up getting it. So we're guaranteed 10 teams into the playoffs, 5 for each section. Huge for Pine-Richland as they have Newcastle tonight, Butler and Seneca Valley next week try to work their way into the postseason. Newcastle, if they win out, they are section champions, because if they win out, they would be beating Fox Chapel. They would be, at worst, tied with both them and Seneca Valley, and they would have the ultimate head-to-head, as they would be 3-1 against all those common opponents. So, long story short, Newcastle has it all in front of them. A chance if they win out, they are section champs. Pine-Richland has it all in front of them to make it into the postseason for the first time in 4 years, with wins the rest of the way out. So a huge matchup here on a Friday night between the Rams and the Canes. And when you look at it, that section record for Pine-Richland at 4-7, you'll hear it when you talk to Coach Blundo. It's a bit deceiving, because you got 2 overtime losses in there, an overtime win in there, and all the section losses are within about 9 or 10 points. A lot of them are a lot less, actually, in terms of the delta. In fact, the biggest defeat that they have on the year in section play was against Newcastle, a 65-52 game back on January 7th. So earlier this month, Newcastle gave Pine-Richland their largest section loss. You know that's also going to be on Coach Petcash's team's mind here tonight.
All right, we're going to take our first time out here of the pregame. When we come back, we'll hear from Coach Ralph Blundo in our Axe pregame interview. You're listening to LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Having a safe and healthy home is not something to play games with, especially if your home was built before 1978. You may be exposed to extremely harmful lead-based paint hazards. If you're concerned about lead in your home, don't roll the dice on your family's safety. LCAP's Healthy Homes Lead Hazard Reduction Program is here to help you win the battle. Your family's health and safety is the goal. Contact the Department of Healthy Homes today.
Congratulations to our December LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Laurel Wrestling as the December LCAP Team of the Month after their 13-2 start to the season. Congratulations to Coach Kevin Carmichael and the Laurel Wrestling team, our December LCAP Team of the Month. Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Union's Lucas Stanley as a December Red Zone Male Athlete of the Month for scoring his 1,000th career point in the season opener. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Union's Kylie Christopher and Newcastle's Rihanna Boyce as the December Female Athletes of the Month, with both seniors also eclipsing their 1,000 career point mark. Congratulations and best of luck to 1,000 points towards Rihanna Boyce, Kylie Christopher, and Lucas Stanley, the December Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
Calling all sports fans, never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
Cold winds blowing, temperatures dropping, and snow is beginning to fall. And then your furnace goes out. LCAP's LIHEAT Crisis Program is here to help. If your furnace is blowing cold air, not turning on, or not reaching the desired temperature, help is right around the corner, whether it needs fixed or replaced. For information, call the Department of Healthy Homes at 724-656-0090. LCAP's Healthy Home programs are the key to safer living.
All right, back here in the pregame show, time for React's pregame interview with Coach Ralph Blundo. Hey, Coach, we're hitting stretch run here. Everything's right there in front of you. Play your game, 3 wins left, and you have a section championship in your midst, but it starts tonight. Just talk about how we're feeling right now.
Well, I mean, it is nice that in spite of some losses that we didn't feel like we should have lost, that we still have an opportunity to be section champion, and we determine that. So that is nice. But the only thing that we're thinking about is tonight. Nothing else matters. Obviously you can see the parity in the league, and anyone can beat anybody. They've lost 7 games in the league, and I think, we beat them by 12, and I think that's the largest margin of victory. The rest of them are, 4, 5, 3, 2, 6. That's our league.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, you kind of just answered the question, but I mean, obviously you focus on your games ahead of you, but do you get a chance at all to look at what's going on in the other section, or do you wait until pairings come out before even considering that sort of thing?
You know, I mean, you know what's going on. You see the scores and stuff like that. I mean, we're not spending any time focusing on it, worrying about it, thinking about pairings. But yeah, we know that St. Clair and Montane Central and Mount Lebo have had good years. They'll essentially be playoff teams, and we see where that takes them.
You've had a lot of players on this team who have come up in big moments. Damian Harrison starting to play the top of his game, career high there on Tuesday night. He's been rebounding the ball like crazy. Let's talk about Damian's growth this year.
Yeah, I think it's been significant, and it's been significant recently. Just more aggressive, more physical around the rim, scoring around the rim more. You know, less of a perimeter guy. Just doing a lot of things better, defending better. Still a lot of room to grow, but he's definitely come along, and he's a good boy, and that's probably the most important thing. He's a good young man.
Talking with Coach Blundo here, and Coach, it's always the question here. This time of year, health not only on the court but just in general with a winter sport. What is the current health status here at the Canes?
It's been a disaster, to be honest with you. I mean, for about 2 weeks, it's hit all of our top 10 at one point or another. Stomach flu, regular flu, COVID, strep, you name it, we've had it all. So it's been a challenge, and we've never really had that happen on our team. We have a couple kids get sick, it's going to happen in the wintertime, but it's been a really, really, really tough last couple of weeks, and I'm assuming that we're not alone in that regard.
Well, what is it that you do preparation-wise or adjusting practices-wise when you are fighting 4 or 5 guys who are struggling maybe to get even up and down the court?
Yeah, it just depends on the day and who's there and what's going on. Sometimes maybe it's more film and less court work. Sometimes it's more skill work, more shooting. The thing about our guys is that they are tough kids, and even when they're sick, they try to get here, they try to get to practice, at least be able to see it. We'll patch them in for the film work, share our screen, let them watch that. So, they're committed in that regard. So it's been tough. It really has. It's a distraction, no doubt.
Pine-Richland here tonight. Emery Moy, he's got to be top focus. Put 20 points on you guys last time. How do you defend him? How do you defend this Rams team?
Well, you got to keep him out of lane line. I think that's the biggest thing with him is that he's trying to get to the rim. He can shoot over top. He's extremely athletic, and then you have to defend the 3-point line with them. Catalano can obviously really shoot it. As can Spinafia-Poli and Kastner, they shoot the ball well. That's who they are. And he's their guy who kind of makes the plays and gives them opportunities.
Final question: what's the biggest key then to come out victorious tonight and stop them?
Energy. How hard you play. Bottom line, gun to gun. How hard we play. I think that we're good enough. When we don't play well, it's because our energy isn't where it needs to be. And for some kids, that's the hard part because it hurts a little bit and it's got to be a little bit grimy and gritty. But when we're that, we're pretty good. When we're not.
We'll see if we bring the energy. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. We'll be back after the 60-second timeout. The opening tip, Newcastle and Pine-Richland. Listen live on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Thank you for calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Axe can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joyride.
I'm helping people. I'm getting them out of their house. I'm taking them to the doctor, to the grocery store.
They say I'm entertaining. Okay, we laugh, we joke, we sing, we tell stories.
They're like family to us.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joyride, call Axe today.
Our pregame interview, of course, brought to you by Axe. Axe is here to get you there. Lawrence County door-to-door transportation service is open to the public. Axe takes people to work, play, or anywhere else they need to go. Give them a call at 724-652-5588. And now, here's tonight's national anthem. And that's the Newcastle Prep Band with tonight's national anthem. As we get ready for tonight's starting lineup, here's my partner James Dawson's with tonight's starting lineup.
We'll start with Coach Bob Petcash's Pine-Richland Rams, again coming in with a 4-7 section record, 6-12 overall. Very senior-laden team. They will start 3 juniors and 2 seniors. The juniors, 6'3 junior Grant Spacciapoli, 6'1 junior Alex Kastner, and 5'10 junior Eli Catalano, along with the 2 seniors, the 6'4 senior Zach Kenny and 6'2 senior Emery Moy. Again, Moy with 20 points the first time they played against Newcastle. So Spacciapoli, Kastner, Catalano, Kenny, and Moy for the Pine-Richland Rams. Coach Blundo in his 15th season of a 400 games coach now for the Red Hurricanes. Starting lineup tonight, the freshman Kai Cox, 6-foot freshman, averaging 18 points per game. 6'2 senior Jaden Schaefer, good to see him back after missing time with illness as well. 4.5 points a game for the big man. The 6'3 junior Damian Harrison, averaging 13 points per game and just shy of 10 rebounds per game now as well for Damian. Carol Harris, a 5'11 senior, averaging 6 points a game. And Ralphie Blundo, 1,000-point scorer, 6-foot senior, averaging 16 points per contest. Cox, Schaefer, Harrison, Harris, and Blundo for the Canes.
Let's take a look at tonight's keys to the game, brought to you by Work in Progress Paint Service. Give Joe Wright a call at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next painting projects.
So, keys to the game, I mean, let's go right with what Coach said about the energy. The energy is going to be by far the biggest key for this Newcastle team. You're fighting illness to begin with, but just in general, because this is a team that is going to bang you inside is Pine-Richland, but they have shooters all over the court who can drain it from just about anywhere. She got to also have the hands in the face. I think that's the key for Pine-Richland, too. Knock down a couple of shots early, get some confidence on the road. That's going to be the biggest key for sure.
Well, it is basketball time here at the Nikai High Fieldhouse. 8 minutes on the clock as we are just about to get underway in this 6A contest. And the tip will be controlled by Newcastle. They'll hand it off to Terrell Harris, who crosses the timeline. Harris dribbling with the left hand. Goes to Cox. Cox spins underneath, about a 4-footer. Shot no good. Rebound offensively by Schaefer. He works it back around. Gets it into the hands of Harrison to Blundo. To Harris working back to Cox. And Cox is going to pick up a foul. They're going to get this one against Kastner. That will be his first. And the Canes will throw it in. They get it into Cox. Gives it over to Blundo. Blundo makes the next move, cuts back, takes a 3 from the corner. Good.
42nd 3 of the year. 177 now in his career, and that's a big shot right off the bat. How about that? Pump, get the guy in the air, making easy shot even easier.
They work it over to Specchioli as they work it down inside. Little jumper, no good. Rebound there by Cox. Cox on the move. Going down the right lane and has the ball stripped away, goes out of bounds. Will stay with Newcastle with 7:03 here to play first quarter. They throw it in and a little alley-oop shot, no good. Taken there by Harris.
And they're going to get Schaefer on the rebound as he went over the back of the defender. I like that. It's a nifty way to try to get it to one of your most athletic guys right in the lane, kind of rope-a-dope a little bit and not looking like he's looking at the ball. Ends up getting shot, just couldn't get it to go.
And defense here by the Canes. Going to be showing some pressure. As they get across the timeline, they bring it up. With the ball is Moy. Moy, top of the key between the two circles. Goes to the right side, over to Spetskoli. Gives it right back out as they work it down low. Spetskoli takes the shot, up and good for 2.
Spatchpoli had 8 the first time these two teams played. 3-2 your score early. And Tim, wanted to mention it too. This is the game Kai Cox put up 30 against Pine-Richland. See if what Pine-Richland does defensively to try to limit him tonight.
With the ball is Harris. Harris drives inside. Now pulls it back out. Drives left baseline, spins, throws it back out to Cox on the left wing. Working top of the key to Harrison. He'll drive right side with the right hand off the rim. No good rebound there by Pine-Richland.
Yeah, but I like the drive, though. He saw an avenue. He went right to the hoop, just couldn't get it up above the rim, kind of a little bit flat as he went running in towards the hoop.
Ball's going to be stripped away there by the Canes, and it's stripped right back by Pine-Richland on a cutter, taking it to the hole. Shot up, no good there by Catalano. Rebound there by Harrison. Out to Cox. Cox drives into the lane, spins right side, off the glass, too strong. Rebound there by Kastner.
Yeah, a little bit out of control that time there going into the hoop for Kai Cox.
Spatchpoli takes a deep 3 from the wing, up and good.
Yeah, Spatchpoli just basically right over the top of Ralphie with that shot, deep 3, and that's why he wears number 3. He can stroke it. They all can, really, for this Pine-Richland team.
Their lead 5-3, 5:20 here to play, opening quarter. Bledsoe looked at a 3, he'll pass it up. He'll dribble with the ball, drive down inside the lane. At the lane, drops inside. He's going to get hit on the arm, and he'll pick up a foul, and that will go against Catalano.
That'll be his first floor foul, team's second foul here of the opening frame. A little too stagnant in the offense, so the last 2 possessions, I think, Tim. Need to try to get something a little bit more with the motion and get into the flow of an offense a little bit.
They work it out to Schaefer. Give it back up. That is Bledsoe with the ball. Drives inside on a move. Little runner shot, rolls the rim, no good. Ball on the ground. It's a fight for it. Picked up there by Cox. Cox spins down the left side. Off the glass, good for 2.
Yeah, not often that you can say that you have a freshman out muscling a senior, but that's what just happened there as Cox was able to rip it away from Kenny on the ground.
As they bring the ball up, they get over to Catalano. Goes left side, Spatchpoli as he drives inside, and we get a whistle. And a foul on Newcastle. They're going to get this one against Carell Harris.
Oh, nope, they got it on.
Oh, Cox?
I mean, 1 + 2 does equal 3. I mean,
yeah.
there were 3 fingers just on 2 hands there.
And there it goes. The first shot is up and good there. So Grant Spatchpoli off to a good start here with all 6 points. Now make it 7 as he hits them both.
He had 8 in the first matchup between these 2 teams. Already, 7, and we've barely played 3.5 minutes.
Bring the ball up is Harris. Give it over to Bledsoe, right side, down to Cox. Cox works it inside to Schaefer, back out to Bledsoe. Bledsoe works inside the arc, loses control of the ball. Picked up there by Pine-Richland as they get it out to Catalano. Back up top over to Kastner, right side. That is Spatchpoli for a 3, no good. Rebound run down there by Moy. Moy with the ball between the 2 circles on the left side.
Yeah, go back to that last play because Catalano got beat again on that pump, tried to drive in, but he poked it away from behind.
And you take it down the right side, and Moy will take it into the hole for 2.
Yeah, kind of just an isolation play there, Tim. They got everybody off to the left side of the court, left it for a one-on-one, and he was able to blow by his defender and get to the rack.
9-5 lead here for Pine-Richland opening quarter. Cox, that is Harrison with the ball, drives inside the lane, takes a shot, no good, gets his own rebound, loses control. Picked up there by Pine-Richland as they bring it up with Emery Moy. Moy with the ball. Top of the circle goes left side. Goes over to Kenny. Give it right back up. Up top down to Spatchpoli. Kastner now with the ball between the 2 circles. Kastner drives right side, down the lane. Shot no good. Rebound there by Bledsoe. Bledsoe on the move, taking it down court. Throws outside. That's Harrison for 3. Rolls the rim, no good. Schaefer with the offensive board. Gets it back out to Bledsoe. Deep 3, top of the key. Rolls the rim, no good. Rebound there by Kenny.
Yeah, a couple of good looks there for the Canes, but just unable to get him to go down. You see the last two possessions, though, what Pine-Richland is willing to do. They're looking to get the switch on the screen. Newcastle likes to switch their screens. They're getting a mismatch that they think that they can take somebody to the hoop.
And they're going to be a toss the ball away there as Catalano's pass goes a little wild. They don't give that turnover to the Canes.
Yeah, first turnover of the game against Pine-Richland. And first subs of the game coming in. Quaylen Davis, he had a great game his last time out, kind of been more in the rotation, especially with the illness and injury situation for the Canes. He checks in for the first time tonight.
And Davis down with the ball, gives it over to Blundo. Blundo works down inside, and the ball's going to be tipped away. He'll stay with the Canes, I believe.
Julian Hensel checks in for the first time for Pine-Richland now as well.
And Ralphie Blundo will throw it in here for the Canes underneath the basket. 2:36 here to play in the quarter. Gives it up top to Cox. Gives it back out to Harris. That's Blundo from the wing for three. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound there by Catalano.
Yeah, it's a little bit deeper, I think, than he wanted to get as he came off of that staggered screen.
Morey with the ball. Drives down the lane. Throws it back up top to Spatch-Poli. Spatch-Poli dribbling with the ball. Goes left side. Working around the arc. Get it into Catalano's hands. Back up top. Over to Kastner. Right side into the corner. That is Spatch-Poli driving the baseline, and he is going to get fouled as Carell Harris will pick up that one.
So fouls so far against Harris, Cox, and Schaefer. Fouls against Kastner and Catalano on the other side for Pine-Richland, but you can see definitely a emphasis to get to the hoop for Pine-Richland, and you're going to get a good free-throw shooting team to the line that way. Spatch-Poli misfires on the first, though.
Score remains 9-5. Pine-Richland 2:16 here to play in the quarter. Grant Spatch-Poli at the line, looking to split the pair, and does. He now has 8 in the ball game, and it's 10-5. Harris brings the ball up. Goes top of the key to Blundo. Work it down inside to Cox. Get it back out to Davis. Then loses the ball as it throws inside to Cox. And we're going to get a tie-up. And that will stay. It will go over to Pine-Richland.
So not once but twice they try to really force it inside to the big man working on the block. And both times, too, it was a jump pass, not a bounce pass. And just really too easy for the defender to be able to get his hands on it and knock it away, not once but twice. Not only the defender guarding on the post, but the on-ball defender to get his hands on the ball.
Working left side, get over to Kastner on the wing. Kastner dribbles between the two circles, right side, over to Moy. Moy looks to make a move, drives into the lane. Straddles up, 8-footer, no good. Rebound there by Blundo. Gives it over to Cox, and Cox brings it into the forecourt on a move. Cox stops his dribble, throws it in the corner. Harris drives inside, finds Davis. Davis the cutter, good for 2.
Yeah, great job first by Cox to make the defense engage. Then you get Harris open in the corner, drives baseline, just drops it off to the big man, and the 6'4" junior able to lay it in for his first points of the night.
Moy with the ball, top of the key, goes right side over to Spatch-Poli. He'll step left side, take a 3, no good. Rebound there by Harris.
Better contest that time on the outside shot there from Newcastle.
Bringing the ball down is Cox. Cox on the move, shot back of the rim, no good. Ball batted in the air, picked up. We're going to get the bucket and a foul completed. And that is Cox getting the points. And he'll go to the line looking for the three-point play.
Yeah, again, just kind of out-muscled one of the Rams players going up for the rebound, and almost like a Mikan drill. How about that, though, the first time on the drive through, Tim, because he kind of lost the ball on the way up, regathered it, really wasn't sure whether he was going to shoot it or not, ends up putting the shot up, and then couldn't get it to go, but got his own rebound in the process. Now an and one chance to tie it up.
And he rattles it home. Cox with 5, and we're tied at 10. 58 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Chase Lemon checks in here for the Canes.
You also have Nathan Italian for the first time for Pine-Richland.
And pressure in the backcourt, and we're going to get a whistle and a timeout taken here by Pine-Richland, a 30-second timeout with 52.5 seconds remaining here in the quarter.
This is a Ponch's Insurance timeout. Make sure you give Ponch's Insurance a call. Take the timeout and save money on your insurance. Go to ponchinsurance.com to request a quote for auto, home, business, or life insurance. Tim, coming up at the half, we will have our UPMC Orthopedic halftime show. And with that, we will also be making an announcement during the UPMC halftime show. We will be announcing our January award winners, our LCAP Team of the Month, as well as your Red Zone Male and Female Athletes of the Month. So stay tuned, tell your friends, tune in at the halftime break, and we will be making that announcement there at halftime for those 2 awards.
Looking forward to that. 52.5 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. We are tied at 10. Pine-Richland will throw the ball in from the far side as Eli Wentz is in the ball game now here for Pine-Richland, excuse me. As they bring the ball up, they'll give it to Moy as he crosses the timeline. He'll be guarded there by Blundo. Down to 41 seconds on the clock.
And Pine-Richland is looking to go 4 corners. That's what they wanted to do. Spread the floor, see if they can find openings in the paint.
Natali in the ball game as he gives it back up. They work it in the corner. They get it to Wentz. Wentz with the ball. He brings it back around. Stops his dribble. Goes left side. Gets it to Spatspoli. Spatspoli with the ball. Dribbles with the right hand. Goes to left side. Gives it over to Natali. Natali bounce pass up top to Moy. Down to 13 seconds on the clock. We're down to 10. Spatspoli goes left side. You're going to get a 3. Taken up and good. There by Grant Spatspoli. Now he has 11 in the quarter. And that's how the quarter will end. 13-10 lead here for Pine-Richland. You're listening to LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Xenia Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
8 minutes on the clock as we start the second quarter. Canes trail by 3. Cox with the ball, works it over to Blundo on the right wing. Give it back to Cox, drives baseline. Ball's tipped in the air, picked up there on the move by Moyne. Gives those Spatspoli, who's going to be stripped away there by Blundo. Blundo with the ball as he works forward, and they're going to get a foul called here on Nathan Natali on a reach-in.
Team's first of the second quarter. Spatspoli with 11 of the 13 points for Pine-Richland in that first quarter. Kai Cox with 5, Ralphie with a 3, and Quaylen Davis with 2, the point scorers for Newcastle.
As Harris with the ball, gives it back up top. That's Harrison for 3, good!
Damian Harrison, he's starting to find his shot here in the second half of the year. 24 3 balls on the year, now we're tied.
7:22 here to play in the first half, tied at 13. Bring the ball up is Emery Moy. Moy with the ball, dribbling with his left hand. Now to his right, goes left side into the corner. That's Spatspoli making a move into the lane. Shot taken, no good, but he's going to pick up a foul.
Yeah, somebody got him on the arm, just trailing a little bit.
They're going to get this one on Harrison.
Yeah, Harrison, as he was coming around the corner, around that screen, just was trailing the play a little bit, and that's why Spatspoli had the room, and that's why he's going to get more free throws. 5 and 6 already that he's attempted.
And the first one hits the front of the rim and bounces away, so the score remains tied at 13. 7:07 here to play in the first half. Great. Spatspoli takes the shot. He misses them both. Ball on the ground. Picked up there by Harrison. Gives it over to Cox. Cox spins into the lane. Underneath shot. Off the glass. Good for 2.
Ew, that was sick. Absolutely sick how quickly he made that spin move and stayed in control of himself as he did. Wow.
Bounce pass goes inside. They work it down to Moy. Back outside. That's Natali for three. Rolls the rim. No good. Rebound there by Ralphie Blundo. Blundo on the move. Crosses the timeline. Stops his dribble. And did he travel?
No, they got a hold that led to the travel.
They're going to get this one on Eli Wentz. That's his first.
Second team foul. Nobody with multiple fouls on either team here with 6:35 remaining in the first half.
Harris with the ball between the two circles. Goes left side to Harrison. Over to Schaefer. Right side to Harris. The ball's going to be kicked. And they'll throw the ball back in here for Newcastle with 6:27 here to play.
Coach Blundo upset because that was a well-designed play. They had a little flex screen down on the block, and they ended up having the man open. It was Kai Cox, but the defender able to kick it away there on the wing.
Give the ball over to Cox. Cox with the ball. Drives down the right side. Throws it back out. Harrison drives inside. Stops at the lane. Takes a shot. Front of the rim. Rolls no good. Rebound there by Wentz. Is on the move. Wentz gets it out to Spicoli. Takes the deep three on the wing. Good for three.
Yeah, good job to reset himself there. Kind of similar to Ralphie Blundo's first.
We're going to time out Newcastle, so another Ponchos Insurance timeout.
Yeah, similar to what Ralphie Blundo's first three was, where they went and faked a three-pointer, took the step over basically, and were just in the rhythm of almost like another catch-and-shoot type scenario. And, I mean, he is just lights out right now. 14 of the 16 points scored by Pine-Richland have come out of the right hand of Grant Spacciapoli.
And he has 3 trays along that way for his 14 points.
Again, coming up at the half, we will have our UPMC Orthopedic halftime show. UPMC is Lawrence and Mercer County's local choice for advanced orthopedic care to get you back on your feet faster. Visit upmc.com to find a doctor near you. Other games going on tonight. We'll get you some scores at the half as well. The other games going on here in Section 1, North Hills hosts Fox Chapel. Butler hosting Seneca Valley. We'll have alerts of that one as that game has not tipped off yet. And North Allegheny hosting Woodland Hills. The other games in the county, Laurel's hosting Southside, Mohawk traveling to Beaver Falls, Neshannock hosting Western Beaver. That game should already be final. Wilmington's at Kennedy Catholic, Union at Rochester, and Shenango playing Olsh. That game is at Cornell tonight.
Harris with the ball goes over to Blundo, goes left side to Cox. Cox, three-pointer. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound there by Eli Wentz. As Wentz brings the ball up here for the Rams. Wentz with the ball as he gives it over to Specpoli. And they're going to get Cox on a reach-in. Kai Cox thought he had ball, but the official saw otherwise.
And that's his second with 5:29 here in the second quarter.
Eli Catalano will throw it in right in front of us with 5:29 here to play in the second quarter. Throw it in the backcourt to Specpoli. Specpoli crosses the timeline, guarded there by Blundo. Gives the ball up and over to Wentz. Wentz now backs it off in the left wing. Works top of the key inside the arc, gives it back out to Specpoli. Drives inside, gives it back out to Wentz. Gets it over to Catalano. Work it down inside, and we're going to get a travel call.
Yeah, down on the block, just shuffled his feet there to Julian Hensel. Before he put the ball on the deck, he shuffled the feet first.
So the Canes get the ball back, trailing by 1 with 5 minutes here to play in the first half. Harris brings the ball up, hands it off to Blundo. Goes left side to Harrison, over to Cox. Top of the key to Schaefer. They give it back to Blundo for 3. Blundo back in the rim, no good. Rebound there by Harris. Harris gives it back to Blundo. Blundo's looking, going to drive, stop, gives it back out, and they'll work it out to Cox. Kai Cox with the ball, drives baseline, stops dribble, throws it back out. That's Harris from the wing for 3. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound there by the Rams. They're going to get a jump ball called, I believe.
Yeah, so it'll change the era. It'll still be Rams basketball. Good looks from the outside, but really other than the Harris to start the game, and Harrison hit one here early in the second quarter, outside shots just haven't been falling here tonight so far for Newcastle.
Pine-Richland by 1, 16-15, 4:25 here to play in the second quarter.
Pine-Richland unofficially 3 for 6 from beyond the arc.
Emery Moore with the ball as he crosses the timeline. Guarded there by Chase Lemon. As they work it over left side, and he's going to lose control of the ball. It's going to go out of bounds. And that was Moy just lost control. Simple as that.
Well, and Moy is saying, wait a minute, I dribbled it off of Coach Blundo's foot, and the official said, no, you didn't. You dribbled it off my foot. You dribbled it off the official's foot.
The official's in play.
Yeah, if it was a coach, yes, that would definitely have been an issue, but that hit off the leg of the official.
Harris drives down left side, takes it to the hole, good for 2.
Quick first step for the lefty, gets right to the rack for his first bucket of the day.
17-16 lead here for the Canes. They work it left side. They get it over to Kastner, drives inside. They work it down low, off the glass, good for 2.
Drive, draw, dish, and just the rotation a little bit late on that one. That's why they were able to get Hensel open on the block.
Hensel with the first 2 points of tonight's game for himself as they work the ball around. Give it over to Blundo. Blundo works down into the lane, down the right side, stops, off the glass, good.
And the interior of the game, you heard Coach talk about it before the game for Damian Harrison, how that's improved over the last couple of years. You can say the same about Ralphie Blundo, the strength pounding his way in there.
Again, a 1-point lead here for the Canes. 3:09 here to play as they bring it up with Moy. And we're going to get a turnover as he basically traveled with the ball.
Yeah, he palmed the ball, carry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was going to just kind of, pick it up and go to try to pass it down low, but waited a little bit too long, realized it wasn't there, tried to keep the dribble going, but at that point it was too late.
As they give the ball up to Cox. Cox drives down left, right side. Off the glass, no good. Rebound there by Catalano as they bring the ball up. Give it over to Moy as he crosses the timeline. He's on the move, works into the lane, throw it back out. Top of the key, 3, front of the rim, no good. Rebound there by Blunda. Ralphie on the move. Ralphie delivering traffic, drives the pass down to Lemon. Can't handle it. He drives, saves it into the hands of the Rams as they bring the ball up. His boy takes it to the roll, and we got a charge. As Kai Cox held his ground there perfectly, getting the charge call, and that is a Maduro-Bonner Law change of possession.
Make sure you protect your possessions at MaduroBonnerLaw.com, a community firm with personal connection and individualized service. By the way, that's a freshman taking a charge when he's already got 2 fouls as well. Wow.
Work it up to Harrison. Harrison on the top of the key now, backs it off, gives it over to Kai Cox. Cox dribbling with the left hand, now the right, spins down inside, has room, takes it to the glass, no good. Rebound there by Hensel. As we're going to get another jump ball, and this will go Canes' way with 2:06 here to play.
Now that's twice that Cox has also done that, playing with 2 fouls. Kind of playing with fire right now as the freshman, but he's doing a good job of making sure he's avoiding getting any part of the body. Again, credit these officials too, because they've called a great game. Kevin Mallory, Mark Tortorello, and Bob Quinn. I think they've called a very effective game. And we have a holding foul away from the ball.
Yeah.
Before the inbound, his second.
That's Eli Wentz's second, the senior.
Team's 4th.
Get it into Blundo. Blundo dribbles off his foot, now it goes right to Harrison. Harrison takes a 3, shot no good. Rebound there by Moy. Moy gets it out to Kastner as they work it down inside to Hensel. Hensel's shot is no good, but he is fouled in the process, so he'll go to the line shooting 2.
And it's on Kai.
And that will be Kai Cox. That's his 3rd. 1:52 remaining.
And he thought it was clean from behind, but that's the key right there. It was from behind. Again, a drive, draw, and dish. And
Quaylen Davis will check in for Kai Cox in the first opportunity here. Julian Hensel, the senior, looks and shoots. Back of the rim, no good. So Cox will take a seat, and Quaylen Davis checks back in here for the Canes. Julian Hensel, the senior, 6'2", shoots and puts that one in. Splits the pair, and we're tied at 19.
Hensel now will also check out.
Pressure in the backcourt and a foul as they're going to give Catalano on a push as receiving the pass was Lemon.
That's his second, and that's the 15th foul, so that means that you're going to have Chase Lemon going the other way to take his first free throws of the season, Tim. How about that?
Yeah, bonus free throws at that, too. Brought to you by the Red Zone.
Make sure you give them a call, stop by in the Red Zone, see how Spirit Sales can help raise big money for your organization. Big thanks to them that they'll be giving us the shirts for the Red Zone Athlete of the Month coming up as well. Again, we'll announce that here at the half.
Chase's first shot is short, hits the front of the rim and bounces away. And we're staying scored at 19. Second shot is good with the swish.
Yeah, much better look on that second shot. Kind of rushed the first one. You got 10 seconds. Take all the time you need.
They get it in, pressured by the Canes. They work it down, a high pass to Wentz. Retrieves it and bounce passes it out to Moy. Moy with the ball between the two circles.
Another
palming of the ball, another travel, basic turnover.
And he's not complaining to the refs, says Emery Moy. He's complaining to his teammates because I guess they either stop the play, stop the cut, stop something.
Minute 41 here to play in the second quarter. 1 point Canes lead as Harris brings the ball up. Gets it over to Davis. Over to Harrison. Back to Blundo. Step back three. Good.
Yeah, sometimes you could just tell coming out of the hand, and that one Ralphie knew. He was at half court by the time that ball hit the nylon.
23-19 lead here for the Canes. Boy brings the ball across the timeline. Guarded here by Lemon. Goes left side, gets it over to Spetz-Poli into the corner. They work it down, and it's off the hands of Moy, I believe, going out of bounds. But let's see what they're going to say.
No, yeah, Lemon got his hand on it and knocked it out of bounds.
Okay.
Yep. 23-19, where's the CDA?
They work it inside. They get it down to Catalano as they give it right back up top to Spetz-Poli. Spetz-Poli hands it off to Alex Kastner as he brings the ball back to Spetz-Poli on the right wing. They work it down around the arc. They're taking some time off the clock and give it back to Kastner. Kastner guarded there by Harris.
Now they wasted the last 55 seconds to end the first quarter and got a great look on a three to end the first quarter.
They drive down inside, rolls the rim, no good, followed up by Moy. Moy puts it up and in.
Yeah, because Harrison came over to go for the block, and then the timing was off as the ball hung on the rim, and he couldn't get the rebound.
27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Blundo brings the ball up, hands it off to Harris. Gives it over to Lemon, back to Blundo. We're down to 20 seconds. Blundo with the ball, we're down to 15. Blundo looking to engage here, down to 10. Let's see if they, down to 8. Got to go down to 6. Here comes Ralphie. Stops, top of the key, 3. Back of the rim, no good. Davis tries to get the offensive bounce, knocks the ball away. And that's how the first half will end, as Newcastle will go to the locker room with a 2-point lead, 23-21.
The main king right now you want to look out for, Tim, is the fact that the last two possessions, the last possession in the first quarter and last possession in the second quarter for Pine-Richland both resulted in points for Newcastle. A little disjointed there to end their first half attempt. They take a three-pointer. That's not a bad look from Ralphie, but it rattles in and out. But Newcastle does have the 2-point advantage going to the locker room.
All right, let's take a timeout. As we come back, we'll start the UPMC halftime show. You're listening to LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MadorBonnerLaw.com for more information.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PennOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
And welcome to the UMPC halftime show. Lawrence and Mercer County's local choice for advanced orthopedic care to get you back on your feet faster. Visit upmc.com to find a doctor near you. As we get into the halftime, we'll also take a look at the Newcastle Transit Authority scoreboard, out-of-town scoreboard, and of course, we'll do the scoring recap brought to you by Creative Edge, where design and construction comes together with experience. As we look first at Pine-Richland, who scored 13 in the first quarter, 8 in the second for 21 here at halftime. They were led by Grant Specchipoli, with 14 points. Emery Moy with 4, and Hensel off the bench with 3. That is it. Just those 3 players in scoring column here tonight. Grant Specchipoli with 14, including 3 trays here tonight. For Newcastle, they are led by Ralphie Blendo with 8, who has 2 threes. Kai Cox with 7. Damian Harris with a 3-pointer. Carell Harris with 2. Chase Lemon with a single digit from the line, and Quaylen Davis with 2. And that is your Creative Edge scoring recap here for the first half. And a game in the first half where we've seen, I think Newcastle kind of weathered the storm a little bit in the first quarter when Specchipoli got off to such a hot start where he scored 11 of the first 13 points for Pine-Richland.
Yeah, he started off hot, kind of cooled down there in the later stages of the second quarter. But I also saw Emery Moy get in there, not as much with the drive, draw, and dish, but a couple of putbacks really, really big, I think, for him to try to get him back into the swing of things. On the other side for Newcastle, they got to knock down a couple more shots. It's the long and short of it. Ralphie Blunder went 2 for 6 from beyond the arc. Harrison 1 for 3. Cox missed 1. Harris missed 1. They need to get a couple of more of those to fall. They're getting good looks. I wouldn't say any of the shots really have been bad shots or bad decisions whatsoever there, Tim, but maybe you get a little bit more in the flow of the offense. because they're getting open looks when they're off of these set pieces, especially for Harrison and Blundo coming off those staggered screens at the top of the key. That's something that's got to be the biggest key for Newcastle moving forward, to keep doing that. And also, how do you manage Kai Cox's minutes, playing now with 3 fouls here to start the second half?
Some big questions are going to be answered here at halftime as Newcastle goes back onto the court to get ready for the second half of tonight's game. We're going to take another timeout. We'll come back. We'll have the second half of tonight's game here at the Nikkei High Fieldhouse with Newcastle leading Pine-Richland by 2, 23-21. You're listening to LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
You're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game. The Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Union's Lucas Stanley as a December Red Zone Male Athlete of the Month for scoring his 1,000th career point in the season opener. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Union's Kylie Christopher and Newcastle's Rihanna Boyce as the December Female Athletes of the Month, with both seniors also eclipsing their 1,000 career point mark. Congratulations and best of the luck to 1,000 point scorers Rihanna Boyce, Kylie Christopher, and Lucas Stanley, the December Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
And welcome back here to Newcastle as we get ready for the second half of tonight's ball game. But before we do that, let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. Why drive when you can relax and ride? Daily routes to Pittsburgh as well as routes all around Lawrence County. Visit them online at newcastletransit.org.
Well, we got one final in from the night, a 6 o'clock tip-off as Neshannock defeats Western Beaver 89-34, or 89-32, excuse me. How about this, though? We have, it's not a record, folks, but it is pretty darn close. Davy Quat put out 48 points tonight. 48!
Wow.
Tell you what, maybe we should have waited one more day to potentially look at who we're going to be giving for our awards. We got to hand those out real quick before the end of the night. By the way, not a record because Kevin Covert put up 57 points back in the mid-90s for Neshannock for the most record. You just heard it, though. Our LCAP Team of the Month, we'll get to that in a second. Start with our Red Zone Athletes of the Month. A couple of 1,000-point scorers, more on the board, including Ralphie Blundo right here. He is our Male Athlete of the Month after getting his 1,000th career point. And Elwood City's Kayla Jones, who hit 1,000 points last night in her career. Those are your Red Zone Athletes of the Month for January. They'll each get customized T-shirts thanks to the Red Zone in recognition of being the Athletes of the Month. Your LCAP Team of the Month. Put a plural on that, Tim. We have Teams of the Month. We have first the Wilmington Competitive Spirit Championships. They won the District 10 championship about a month ago in early January. It's only their second year back as a competition team, and they went and won the District 10 championship and ended up competing at states. Finished 12th yesterday. Did not advance to the finals today, but you know who did? The WPIAL champions, the Neshannock Lancers, who are now state champions for the third time in the last 4 years. Wow. Neshannock Competitive Spirit Championship, bringing back their third gold medal in 4 years. The one year they didn't win states, they won WPIALs. So guess what? A lot of spirit hardware coming back to Lawrence County for both Wilmington and your state champion Neshannock Lancers. They are going to be your co-LCAP Teams of the Month for January. Congratulations, Coach Daughtry. Congratulations, Coach Rodeski and Blois. Congratulations again to Ralphie Blundo and Kayla Jones, as well as the Athletes of the Month.
All right, we start the third quarter, 8 minutes on the clock. Pine-Richland with the ball in the inbound. As they drive down to the lane, shot taken by Moore, shot no good. Rebound there by the Canes. On the move is Harrison. Harrison takes it right to the hole, and the ball's going to be stripped away.
It'll stay with Newcastle. 48 points. We were trying to think. Maybe the last time that Neshannock player had 40-plus had to be the season finale where Neshannock beat Laurel in a winner-take-all into the playoffs. Ian Oprian put up 41 there at Laurel.
Harrison for three from behind the arc. Good.
Again, in the flow of the offense. Triple threat, ready to catch and shoot. Drains it. His second three of the night.
Biggest lead of the night here for the Canes. They lead by 5. As Spacciapoli brings the ball up, gives it to the left side, gets it over to Castor. Castor between the two circles, guarded there by Kai Cox, back in the line. Cox brings him back down as they roll into him. And take it straight to the hole is Castor for 2.
He gets his first bucket.
As they work the ball down.
Yeah, good defense there from Moy, preventing Harris from getting the hoop.
Give it over to Blundo in the corner. Blundo stops his dribble, finds Cox. Cox works inside. Double team, tries to split it, gets underneath. Then they're going to give him with the travel.
Yeah, good call right there because he did split the double team and did the reverse layup, but before he put the shot up, he lifted the pivot foot, and that's why that's called traveling violation call. Both teams with 6 turnovers in the first half, Tim. A pretty clean game overall from both squads.
Bringing the ball up is Alex Kastner. Kastner dribbling with the right hand, drives down the lane, stops, works inside, takes a shot against Cox, no good. Rebound there by Harrison. Harrison gives it over to Lemon. Give it back to Harrison as they show pressure. Get over to Blundo as he crosses the timeline. Blundo drives down the lane, takes it to the hole, off the glass, good for 2. Ralph Blundo now in double digits with 10.
Yeah, little hesitation move, kind of got Wentz flat-footed. Maybe a bit of a push-off to kind of help on the way as well, but he is the first Cane in double figures as Ralphie, as they were able to break the double team in the backcourt and then get some open space.
Moy with the ball into the forecourt. Guarded there by Lemon, top of the key. Spacciapoli throws left side. 3 taken by Castor, back of the rim, no good. Rebound there by Wentz. And Wentz is going to get fouled there by Ralphie Blundo as he tried to roll the baseline.
Yeah, his first, team's first. Just no box out, though. Let the smallest guy on the court, Eli Wentz, go up and get that rebound. Another quick out-of-town scoreboard at the half. Butler leading Seneca Valley 26-20.
Get the ball in to Moy. Moy, top of the key. Moy stops his dribble, goes back left side. That is Castellano for 3. No good. Rebound, Castor. Castor brings it back out. Guarded there by Cox. Castor drives into the lane, takes a runner off the glass with the foul.
And that's going to be 4 on Kai Cox, and he's saying, what did I do? And you'll have Quaylen Davis now check in for him. So Kai Cox, that was the question, was how are you going to manage the minutes, and now you're going to have to answer that question. He'll sit almost guaranteed for the rest of this third period.
5:35 remaining here in the third. Here's the shot, back of the rim, no good. Rebound there by Spacciapoli. Shot taken, no good. Rebound this time by Wentz as he brings the ball out.
4 offensive rebounds here in the third quarter.
Wentz takes it down the hole, takes it off the glass, no good. Moy on the offensive board, takes it up, shot no good. Rebound, Harrison gets it out to Lemon, loses control of the ball on the ground. And who touched it last is going to be touched by the Rams, who will go with the Canes with 5:17 here to play.
Oh, man, Newcastle, though, playing with fire, just cannot get the shots to go, is Pine-Richland, because they got 5 opportunities really on that possession, just couldn't get a shot to go in.
So Harris with the ball. Brings it across the timeline, goes left side, gets it over to Grant as they give it right back up here to Harrison. Blundo from the wing 3, front of the rim, no good. Rebound, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul as they're going to get this on Davis.
And we are going to get a timeout called here by Newcastle. Let's step aside for a moment as well with a 28-25 Newcastle lead. Full timeout here at lcsportsnet.com.
Thank you for calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Axe can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joyride.
It's so convenient for them. We take them door to door. We help them get off and on the bus if they need to use the lifts.
I love the people, especially the senior citizens.
They care about us as much as we care about them.
even if it's the same day. To schedule your Joyride, call AXE today.
Right now, someone very special needs your help. This is Jack Lynn, CEO of City Rescue Mission. No one is beyond God's love and care. One person's life can affect another. Though you may never meet this person, you can make a difference in his or her life. Hurting men and women in our community desperately need food, shelter, and physical and spiritual care. Some are struggling with abuse and addiction. They feel alone, unloved, and forgotten. Individual, caring people provide their hope. You can help change the lives of men, women, and children. Visit cityrescuemission.org and help us today.
And welcome back here to the Nikai High Fieldhouse. 5:01 here to play as Blundo, Harrison, Davis, Harris, and Lemon on the court here for the Canes. As they bring it up with Moy for Pine-Richland. Get over to Spetch-Poli, drives left side, takes it to the hole, shot, and he's going to hit with another charge.
He had the step going in against Harrison, but Quaylen Davis stepped in and drew the charge.
28-25 lead here for the Canes.
Second Medore-Bonner Law offensive foul called against the Rams.
As they bring the ball up with Harris. 4:44 here to play third quarter. Harris bounce pass over to Davis. Give it back up top to Harrison. Over to Blundo. Blundo goes left side. Give it to Harris. Drives down the lane. Has the runners. Back of the rim. No good. Ball comes out to Pine-Richland as they bring the ball up with Kastner. Drives in. Takes a shot. And this time they're going to get a foul on Ralphie Blundo.
And
that'll be his second.
And that's where it's just the worst, too, because Blundo took the worst of it, of any of them. It's the most out of control any of the players were for Pine-Richland, but Blundo wasn't set defensively, and that's what Kastner realized, and that's a headsy play from the junior, basically going right at a defender who was still backpedaling.
Kastner puts the first one up and in, and makes it a 2-point Canes lead.
Fourth team foul against Newcastle. Keep that in mind here, too, as we hit the midway point of the quarter.
Back of the rim, no good. Rebound there by Lemon. Give it ball over to Harris as he brings the ball up to the court with 4:20 here to play. Third quarter. Harris dribbling the ball between the two circles. Harris engaged. Gives it back out to Harrison. Drives down the lane. Harrison's jump stop. Set off the glass, no good. Ball batted all the way out. Canes get it. Three try. Back of the rim, no good by Blundo. Lemon with a big offensive board. The smallest guy on the court throws it outside to Harris. Harris puts it up and in. 4-3. Harris now with 5, 31-26, 3:50 here to play. Third quarter.
Second chance efforts is what's kept Pine-Richland in this game. That's a huge one right there. Chase Lemon not once but twice, and then he's in defensive position there to force the bad pass.
Yeah, Grant Spetch-Poli throws the ball behind his intended receiver and Kastner, and it goes out of bounds on that turnover with 3:41.
I'll tell you what, we didn't get a chance to mention it, but Ralph Blundo was getting some look at his ankle during that last timeout, and you can tell he is hobbled out there a little bit. Definitely not at 100% is Ralphie.
Blundo with the ball. Calls for the play, gets it over to Davis, back to Blundo. Good left corner, right corner three, taken by Harrison, good.
His third trifecta of the night, big one there. He's got 9 points, largest lead now for the Canes at 8.
They bring the ball back out. Spetch-Poli, good as pull up for a three. Rolls the rim, no good. Rebound Harrison. Gets it out to Harris. He crosses the timeline. Harris with the ball. Drives down the lane. Pulls it back out over to Lemon. Lemon back out to Harris. They work it right side over to Blundo. Blundo down the right lane. Blundo on the move. Takes the shot, no good. But he's fouled. They're going to send Ralphie Blundo to the line. And you can see him, he is now hobbling a little more stronger on this one.
Yeah, because he kind of planted awkwardly as he went up for that hoop basket because he got hit as he went up for it. And he's going to gird it out. There's no doubt about that. But you can see the frustration. I think it's more frustration about the fact it didn't go in on his shot, even more than it is at his ankle.
And back of the rim, rolls away, no good. Score remains 34-26 Canes.
80% free throw shooter is Ralphie, and it shouldn't affect you at the free throw line, but you know it's going to. Just the mental part of it as he is able to split the pair.
35-26 lead here for the Canes. 2:58 remaining here in the third quarter. As they bring the ball up with Emery Moy for Pine-Richland. Moy looks a little confused and now a little engaged. Goes left side, stops behind the arc. Gives it over to Spatchpoli. Gives it back out. Spatchpoli with the ball. Lemon defensively strips the ball away. Picked up by Spatchpoli. Throw across court. Get it over to Moy. Drives down the left side. Takes a shot. No good. But he's going to pick up a foul on
Harrison.
They're going to say it's going to be on Harrison. Yeah,
yeah, and you can hear the coaches in our crowd mic here saying, you got to get big, got to get big. The reason that they got the foul call is because the hands were down, so he gets called for a push. If your hands are straight up as you're guarding him there down on the block as he drives to the hoop, you're not going to get that foul call because you'll be in a proper guarding position.
Moy with 4 points, puts the first one up and through, now with 5. Gets the lead to 35-27. Emery Moore steps to the line. Shoots and rolls the rim and puts it in. Hits them both. 35-28, 2:25 here to play in the quarter. Harris with the ball brings it across the timeline. Harris looking left side, gives it over to Lemon. Lemon gives it a roll back, and we're going to get a offensive foul.
Yeah, Davis, he was trying to get to the position, ended up basically pushing Eli Wentz in the back as a result.
That's his second, and that will be team's 5th. So the next one will go to the line, right?
No, that shouldn't be shooting fouls.
Exactly.
Well, that shouldn't be shooting fouls. That's an offensive foul.
Yeah.
They're trying to shoot. Yeah, that shouldn't be shooting fouls.
Shouldn't be fouls. I'm saying the next one will send them to the line.
No, I mean, they've already had 5, and that's an offensive foul.
That's what I meant.
Right.
Yeah. So they're going to throw this one in.
There we go.
We got it correct.
Everybody's got it on the same page. Again, good job by the officials. Kevin Mallory, Mark Tortorella, Bob Quinn talking that through.
Moy with the ball, drives down the lane, on the move, blocked by Harrison, going up high.
Going up high, and then there's going up as high as Damian Harrison just did. He looked like his cousin Gino going for that one.
And get the ball down into over Castor. Castor backs it all out here for Pine-Richland. Give it to Spatchpoli. Spatchpoli with the ball. Drive down the right lane. He'll stop on a runner. Shot front of the rim, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up high off the glass. Good for 2.
First points of the second half. He had 11 of the team's 13 to start the game.
35-30 lead here for the Canes. Working down to Davis. Bounce pass inside to Harrison. Nice 4-2.
Yeah, kind of slipped the screen there, really. He was setting a screen for a corner jumper. Slipped the screen, was left wide open on the block.
37-30 lead here, Canes.
And a beautiful bounce pass by Kyrell as well.
Inside the arc, takes the jumper, no good. Rebound there again by Harrison. Gives it out to Blundos, he brings the ball up. Goes into the corner, this is Lemon, left open, shot no good. Ball batted in the air, picked up there by Davis. Davis works it underneath, shot no good. Rebound inside by Harrison, second shot by Harrison, no good. He's fouled, and Damian Harrison will go to the line shooting 2.
Good job by the bigs, Harrison and Davis. I mean, I'll tell you what. Tell me if you'll agree with me on this statement, Tim. I haven't seen a Newcastle player going up for rebounds quite like this and skying as high as Damian Harrison is right now. Honestly, since we saw Marcus Hooker flying up, him and Demetrius McKnight are the only two I can compare what we've seen Harrison going up for the basketball these last couple of games.
And second shot is up and good. He hits them both. He has 13 in the ball game and a 9-point Canes lead, 39-30. Under a minute here to play in the quarter. Moy with the ball. Moy. Jump pass left side, gets it back over to Spatchpoli. Spatchpoli going to drive into the lane, stop at the line, takes the jumper, good.
Honestly, that was pretty good defense there by Lemon. Just a little step back. Spatchpoli, a couple inches of height on him. That's all it took.
Spatchpoli has 18 here tonight. Canes with the ball, 30 seconds here to play in the quarter. Ralph Blundell with it in the right side corner.
Yeah, content to try to go 4 corners right now, just kind of waste these last 30-some seconds.
Hand it off to Harris. Harris guarded there by Katner. Harris with the ball dribbling, down to 10 seconds. Ball's going to be slipped away there by Wentz. Wentz on the move, finds a cutter that's going to be blocked again, this time by Davis. And the second shot is going to be fouled as Harris is going to bail them out as he tried to get in front of the play but couldn't quite do it. 1.3 seconds. And that will send Runtz, I believe, to the line shooting 2.
Yeah, good job, Quaylen Davis, hustling back and getting the block and getting it almost LeBron style before it hit the rim. Impressive there, but then Wentz comes down with it, and a good job to change his body angle really to force Kyrell to hit him hard on the arm.
And he misses the first shot, so it remains 39-32 with 1.3 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Runtz looking for his first points of the game. Runtz shoots and misses them both. Ball batted around, and the Canes come down with a rebound, and that will be the end of the quarter. We played 3 quarters of a basketball game, 39-32 lead here for the Canes. You're listening to LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Congratulations to our December LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Laurel Wrestling as the December LCAP Team of the Month after their 13-2 start to the season. Congratulations to Coach Kevin Carmichael and the Laurel Wrestling team, our December LCAP Team of the Month.
Calling all sports fans, never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
8 minutes on the clock as we enter the fourth quarter. On the court for the Rams is Spacciapoli, Catalano, Wentz, Hensel, and Moy, I believe.
Cox, Harris, Blundo, Davis, and Harrison, the 5 out there for Newcastle as we start the fourth.
All right. Harris with the ball, gives it to Davis, back over to Kai Cox, drives the lane, has an opening, puts it through.
First points of the second half. Kai Cox been battling foul trouble. Now got to be smart defensively, guarding the point guard. Got to be smart with those 4 fouls.
Rentz with the ball, drives into the lane. He tries to go right at Cox. Shot going to be blocked there by Davis as they drive into Harrison. Harrison takes a nice athletic shot, no good. Out to Blundo for a deep 3, back of the rim, no good. Rebound Wentz. Wentz brings the ball up here for Pine-Richland. Gets it over to Castellano as they work down inside. Spacciapoli takes a shot, no good. Rebound there by Harris. Outlets it to Davis. Over to Blundo. Out front to Cox. Cox off the glass for 2.
Oh, what a nifty play there. The quick outlet. Davis, not the one you want to get it there at midcourt, but good job to quickly get it off to Blundo, who finds the open receiver for the layup. Double-digit lead. Timeout, Pine-Richland.
Pine-Richland takes the timeout. This is a full timeout with 6:59 here to play. Let's take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
43-32 lead here for the Canes. 6:59 here to play, fourth quarter.
Out-of-town scoreboard real quick. Fox Chapel North Hills tied at 22 at the half. How about this? Butler up to a 35-22 lead over Seneca Valley. That would basically lock in Butler into the playoffs, and Seneca Valley would drop down. They'd still be in playoffs for sure, but Newcastle would have a game in hand over them.
Moy with the ball for Pine-Richland as he works between the two circles. Guarded there by Harrison. Trying to direct traffic as he engages. Now against Davis.
Good boy. Right there.
Give it over to Kastner. Kastner drives into the lane, stops at the line, pulls it back out. Spatchapoli drives inside and try to split the defense. And they're going to get a foul this time on Davis. That'll be his third.
Yeah, they said he got him on the arm.
Spatchapoli at the line, looks and shoots and puts the first one in.
He's been held in check as Spatchapoli for the mainstay of this game. Remember, he had 14 of the first 16 points scored, and then didn't score again until the last couple of seconds here of the third quarter, now into the fourth.
Now he has 20 as he hits them both. 9-point lead here for the Canes. Harris will bring the ball up. 6:20 here to play. Harris with the ball, drives down the right lane, finds inside, that's Davis. And they're gonna get a whistle and a foul on, yes, they're gonna get this one on Spatchapoli. That'll be his second.
Yeah, nice bounce pass. Davis kind of bobbled it first, but got good possession of it and ends up drawing the foul before he can get a shot off.
Get it into Cox, get it over to Harris, working in the corner. That's Blendo for three. Back of the rim, rattles, no good. Rebound there by Moy. Moy brings the ball in the forecourt. Spatchapoli for three, short. Rebound there by Cox. Outlet it to Harrison. Harrison with a two-hand jam! Oh my! Damian Harrison! (45-34) lead.
You could just feel the entire stands basically all took a big gasp of air together because they knew what was about to happen, and I still don't think they knew what was about to happen to that extent. Two-handed slam.
Working at the Spatchapoli, working left side to Moy. Moy with the ball. As they work it down inside, bounce pass goes inside to Moy. Works it down inside, no shot off the glass. Rebound there by Cox. Loses control of the ball, picked up there by Harrison. Harrison brings the ball back out to Cox, open for three. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound there by Hensel as he gives the ball up to Kastner as they bring the ball up. 5:08 here to play. Kastner for a three shot taken, no good. Rebound on the ground. Fight for his Cox. The ball's still loose. The Canes come away with it. High long pass out to Harris. Harris lays it off the back of the rim for two.
How about that? The quarterback turns wide receiver. Blundo basically like he was chucking a grenade. All he forgot to do was pull the pin as he pulled that one up over the top. All of a sudden, it's a 13-point advantage for the Canes.
As they work the ball around, get Hansel. They bring it back out to Natali. Over to Kastner. He drives into the lane, stops at the line, takes the turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound there by Davis. Davis outlets it to Harris. Harris loses control. The ball go out of bounds. Last touch there by Kastner, and it will stay with the Canes.
We're going to see Nick Jones check in for the first time for Pine-Richland. Party try to get a couple more three-point shooters in there, trailing by 13 with 4:24 remaining.
So Cox with the ball here for the Canes.
Again, this is a team that, other than a 19-point loss in the first section game of the year to a Fox Chapel, and then a 13-point loss to Newcastle, the next closest were in single digits in all these section games.
Cox works it down inside, bounce pass to Davis. Davis puts it off the glass for two.
Not sure if that's how you draw that one up, really. Kind of a jump bounce pass, but it worked out.
As they work it out to Moy, gives it back out. That's a deep three taken there by Natali for his first points of the ball game. Harris brings the ball up.
All right, go get it.
Harris crosses the timeline, 3:38 here to play. Give it over to Cox. Kai Cox with the ball. Cox dribbling with the right hand, drives into the lane, and they're going to get a whistle, and they're going to get a travel call against Cox.
Yeah, drove in, didn't really jump stop, didn't really Euro step, kind of tried to do both, and the official all over it. 10th turnover for Newcastle, 8 turnovers for Pine-Richland. We're going to have a timeout called here by Newcastle.
Another Pontius Insurance timeout. This is a full timeout. Let's take a 60-second timeout. You're listening to LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Xenia Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Fiesel will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
Reminder, coming up after the game, we will have our MVP Insurance MVP of the game, as well as your Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game Award. Get in the game at MVP Insurance, where they coach clients to better prices, better coverage. Visit MVPINS.com for more information.
Pine-Richland will inbound the ball with 3:28 remaining here in the fourth. Nick Jones will bring the ball up here for the Rams. Jones hands it off. That's Spetchapoli for three. Shot taken, no good. Rebound, Harrison. Harrison gets it out, and they're going to get a whistle. And
he traveled.
Yeah. Travel here against the Canes with 3:16 remaining. 49-37 lead here for the Canes. Moy gives it over to Spatchapoli, gives it back to Moy. Moy goes right side, that is Natali. As they work it down into the corner. Spatchapoli with the ball. Guarded there by Harris. Give it out to Hansel for a deep three shot, no good. Rebound there by Davis, as Davis gives it over to Blundo. Back to Cox as he brings the ball to forecourt. Cox drives, throws outside, gives it to Harris, back to Cox.
Yeah, smart play. Don't need a three-pointer. Let's run some clock if you're Newcastle right now. Pull it back out.
Cox dribbling with the ball, drives from the left side, drives into the lane with the right hand, off the glass, good for two.
Cox now with 13 points, largest lead of the night, plus 14 for the Canes.
51-37 lead. Jones with the ball for over to the corner, that is Natali. Natali now with the ball, stops, gives it up to Hansel. Gives it right back, they're gonna try three. Front of the rim, no good, rebound there by Jones. As they get it back out to Kenny, Kenny drives in, spins, makes a move, has room, puts it up and in for his first points of the game.
A whistle on a timeout called with 2:02 remaining in the game. We'll keep it right here on the Pine-Richland timeout. 2 timeouts remaining for each team now. It is a 30-second timeout. I want to give a shout out to Penn Ohio Bottled Water. They deliver the podcast each and every week. Beyond the Scoreboard podcast at lcsportsnet.com. Give them a call for delivery of your 3 or 5 gallon water cooler systems, or get a case of the bottles delivered straight to your home or work. Tim Continenza was unable to join me on Wednesday, so I had to go real heavy in terms of finding a replacement. How about Sir Don Rebel from Trib Live?
Yeah,
joining
how about
us.
that?
Oh my, that was
I caught a little bit of that.
That was a lot of fun getting a chance to chat with Don again. And I did a lot of work on his Rubber Will Yell podcast when I did stuff with the Trib Live High School Sports Network on the regular. It was fun to kind of flip roles and be able to bring him on to chat not only about Lawrence County teams but about all of the WPIAL with everything coming up in here in this stretch run of the WPIAL season. Also want to mention real quick, though, too, if you've not checked out his Rebel Yell podcast, his interview with Coach Ralph Blundo earlier in the year, oh my goodness, go check it out because it is absolutely brilliant.
Cox with the ball for the Canes, gives it over to Harris. Harris bounce pass forward to Davis, gives it over to Harrison. Harrison works inside, off the glass. Nice move by Harrison, puts it up for 2.
Yeah, absorbed the contact. He's got 17 tonight and able to lay it in.
Jones with the ball here for Pine-Richland. Bounce pass left side to Spetchapoli. Spetchapoli gives it right back. Now they work it out. Give it over to Catalano. Catalano stops, pops from 3. Good.
His first points of the night. Finally found some open space to get a three, and then he's going to commit a foul in the backcourt. Only the second team foul, though, against Pine-Richland.
53-42 lead here for the Canes.
And again,
minute 21 here to play the fourth quarter.
Again, just 2 timeouts remaining for each team as well. Keep that in mind.
Go, Dave!
Pressure in the backcourt. Canes handle it, give it back to Cox. Cox to the timeline. Cox drives down and bounce pass inside. Get it to Harrison. Harrison goes right side off the glass. Good for 2.
They get a 19 for Harrison. First 9 points all came from beyond the arc. Everything's been inside the arc since then.
Give it over to Wentz as he drives inside. Wentz loses control, and they're going to get this foul, I believe, on Harris.
14, Davis, his 4th.
Oh, it's Davis. Okay, that's his 4th.
Again, the other games going on across the county. We knew Neshannock defeated Western Beaver early. Haven't heard any of the other finals. Elwood City does not play tonight. Mohawk at Beaver Falls, and in Class 2A, Olsh hosting Shenango, Laurel hosting Southside, and Union traveling to Rochester.
Well, Wentz misses a 3rd shot now from the line. He'll look to split the pair. And does not. He misses all 4 opportunities from the line. As Cox has the ball stolen away by Wentz. Gets it over, back to Wentz. He'll go off the glass, and he gets his first 2 points of the game.
Can't make it from the line, but able to get first bucket there. It's the stick-to-itiveness there, getting the steal.
Cox brings the ball up, almost have it stolen away by Jones. And we got a whistle and a timeout called here by Newcastle. But 41 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. This is a 30-second timeout, another Pontius Insurance timeout.
Coming back to the game, we'll also have our Gem Master Builders and Craftsmen scoring recap. Combined with creative edge from concept to creation, combining their extensive construction experience with creative design to make your project a reality with fully licensed and insured architecture and construction management services. Next week, Tim, Tuesday night, we will have Mohawk hosting Aliquippa. That is a battle for first place in Section 1 of Class 3A. On Wednesday, we'll have a lot of fun. A first for us. We're going to have a bowling match. The final bowling match of the year as Newcastle looks to go undefeated in the section against Butler. That's a 3 o'clock start from Sims Lanes. Then on Friday, doubleheader. We'll have the game here, Newcastle in the last game of the year against North Allegheny. And then you're going to have also the second game of Union hosting Neshannock.
That is a foul off the ball on Wentz. Get the ball inside to Harris, and the ball's going to be stripped away, knocked out of bounds. And it'll stay with the Canes with 39 seconds remaining.
Yeah, 4th foul against Eli Wentz. And it will remain Newcastle basketball, but inbounding from a tough spot right in front of Pete Sirianni from the Newcastle News.
They're going to throw it up top, get it into Cox. Cox turns, bounce pass, trying to get it into Davis, can't handle it. Picked up there. Stolen away by Cox, given right back, though. There's Pine-Richland as they work it inside to Wentz. Wentz takes a shot, no good.
Block is going to be called.
And that's going to be against Davis. That will be his 5th.
So Davis will foul out with 4 points.
Yeah. Schaefer will check in for him. With 26 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Butler,
an 11-point lead here for the Canes.
How about Butler, 49-29 over Seneca Valley to end the third quarter.
Wow. Golden Tornadoes trying to get it done. Rentz misses another one from the line. He's missed 5 from the line here tonight.
Just because Lee's not here to correct you, I will. Singular. It's the singular tornado officially.
I know it is.
you just had to rub that in his face because you know he's listening.
Ball is inbounded to Blundo. He's going to get fouled immediately.
4th foul against Pine-Richland, the 5th against Wentz, so he will check out with 3 points with 23 seconds remaining. He'll check out.
In, and Mike Pfeiffer will check in. And we're going to step on the baseline on an inbounds pass, and they'll turn it back over to the Rams here with 23 seconds.
I got 3 turnovers in the last minute of play for Newcastle.
They get it in, and it's going to be knocked away there by Harris. So we'll throw it in again. Time in front of Pine-Richland bench with 22.9 seconds remaining. They get it in. They'll drive baseline. Throw it across court. 3 taken. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound there by Catalano. Takes it up and puts it in.
5 points all in the fourth quarter for Catalano. But that's how this one's going to come to an end, Tim.
As the Canes going to dribble this one out as they come up with a 55-47 victory here tonight. As the Canes are going to continue their winning ways here as they come away with a 55-47 victory here over Pine-Richland. And a tough nut type of game. They had to fight their way through this game. They made some mistakes. They found their way in. It was kind of a gritty game here for the Canes. But the Canes come away with a big, important victory as they come away with the 55-47 win.
Yeah, gritty is a great way to put that. There were some good moments, some bad moments, and what they were able to do down the stretch was just weather the storm, put a bit of a run on, one of those patented Newcastle runs early in the fourth quarter, got the ball out in transition ahead of the play to really extend the lead, and then hold on down the stretch for an 8-point victory. They'll take them all now at 9-3 in the section, and still remaining, for the moment, a game out of first place.
All right, we're going to take a timeout. We'll come back with our Tri-County Principals post-game show. And we'll, of course, have our Bailey Chiropractic and MVP awards coming your way. So stay tuned here to lcsportsnet.com.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Trib Live has a little something for everyone. Sports from high school to the pros. News from across the street and around the world. Arts and entertainment, lifestyles, opinion, weather, photo galleries, video. You can even find your next job, house, and car. So look alive, Pittsburgh, and get the news you want and information you need all in one place. TribLive.com. TribLive.com. News and more 24/7.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day?
You guys ready? Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with a level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Xenopleopole or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win, proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet, but more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Maley Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
And welcome back here to the Nikkei High Fieldhouse as the Canes come away with a 55-47 victory. This is your Tri-County Principals Association's post-game show. And James, again, it was a kind of a gritty performance here by Newcastle. Trailed in the first quarter 13-10. Led at halftime 23-21. Built on that lead in the third quarter to 39-32 and finished with a 55-47 victory.
Yeah, and that's, I think, kind of the key. I mean, led as much by as many as 14 points in the game, but just, kept the pressure on, weathered the storm a couple of times. Right at the beginning of the third quarter, Pine-Richland destroyed them on the boards for about a 3-minute span. They were able to weather that storm, make some adjustments, get better box outs down the stretch. And then same thing, even in the last minute or two, Pine-Richland kind of made a little bit of a run. They finished the game on a 6-0 run, actually, Tim. But Newcastle able to do enough to hang on down the stretch, do the little things that they needed to be able to get this victory here tonight and keep those section title hopes within their grasp.
And our scoring recap tonight is brought to you by Gem Master Builders and Craftsmen. That's Gems Master Builders and Craftsmen scoring recap. Family-owned and operated general contractors for 4 generations. Their expensive construction experience, design, and capabilities and creative process will help you with any project and meet any challenge. Building the community for 70 years. Visit them online at gembuilders.com for more information.
We'll start with Pine-Richland as Grant Spacciacoli ends up leading all scorers with 20 points tonight, including 3 of 9 from beyond the arc for Spacciacoli. Next, though, he's the only one in double figures. Emery Moy finishes with 6 points. Alex Kastner with 5. Eli Catalano also with 5, all coming in the fourth quarter there for Eli. Julian Hensel with 3. Eli Wentz with 3. Nathan Natali with 3. And Zach Kenny with 2. That rounds out the Pine-Richland scoring. 13, 8, 11, and 15. Those are the score by quarter for the Rams. They finished with 8 turnovers in the game. Leading rebounders were Emery Moy and Eli Wentz with 5 apiece. For Newcastle, 19 points and 11 rebounds for Damian Harrison to lead the way tonight. I believe that is his 4th straight double-double there for the Canes for Damian Harrison. Next was Kai Cox with 13 points. He also had 6 rebounds in the game. Ralphie Blundo with 11 points. 2 2s and 2 3s for Ralphie. 7 points for Kyrell Harris, 4 for Quaylen Davis, and 1 of 2 from the line for Chase Lemon to round out the Newcastle scoring. 14 turnovers for the Canes, score by quarter for them, 10, 13, 16, and 16. Newcastle, as you mentioned, Tim, trailed after 1, 13-10, took a 2-point lead at half, and ends up winning 55-47. There's your Gem Master Builders and Craftsmen scoring recap. Visit gembuilders.com for more information.
Well, we got a couple awards to give away. First, the Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game, and then the MVP Insurance MVP of the Game Award. And first, we'll go with the Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game Award. This is going to go out to Chase Lemon, who had played great defense throughout the ball game. Made a couple big plays coming off the bench. Only scored 1 point today, but defensively made a big imprint on tonight's ball game.
Yeah, absolutely. Doesn't show up in the box score, but he's a big reason why they were able to slow down. I mean, again, we mentioned it. Grant Spacciacoli, he started scoring 14 of the first 16 points for Pine-Richland in this game. Then you saw more of Chase Lemon there, especially in the later stages of that second quarter, really kind of shutting him down. And same thing in the third and fourth quarter. A lot of on-ball defense, and he was right in the hip pocket of the ball handlers for Pine-Richland throughout most of the night. So because of that, Chase Lemon is your Mainly Chiropractic Play of the Game recipient for his defense tonight. He'll receive a customized t-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being tonight's Play of the Game award recipient. And you can view the full list of plays of the game going to lcsportsnet.com. Click on Play of the Game. Congratulations again, Chase Lemon, the defensive specialist off the bench tonight, gets the Mainly Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Mainly Chiropractic keep you in the game.
And our MVP Insurance MVP of the Game award will go to Damian Harrison, who had 19 points tonight. Was just athletic up and down the court everywhere you can see. He had a couple big blocks tonight, had a huge dunk that got the momentum rolling in the second half, and hit 3 threes to start the ball game. So an impressive outing for Damian Harrison. He's tonight's MVP Insurance MVP of the Game award. MVP Insurance is proud to present the MVP of the game to Damian Harrison of Newcastle, and MVP Insurance and the Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Damian tonight with tonight's MVP. He'll get a customized t-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being tonight's MVP of the game. To view a list of this year's MVPs, go online to lcsportsnet.com, click on MVP of the game. Congratulations again to Damian Harrison of Newcastle being tonight's MVP of the game. MVP Insurance. Call MVP for the win.
Yeah, you mentioned doing a little bit of everything again. Another double-double, 19 points, 11 rebounds for Damian Harrison tonight. And again, the rebounding, I think, is what's been most impressive of his improvement just over the course of this year even, of him really attacking the basketball while it's in the air, going and grabbing those rebounds, above the rim, literally above the rim rebounds half the time for Damian. So he is, right now he's the number 3 scoring option. And he's been the leading scorer in each of the last 2 games. I think that speaks volumes to the play that he's going to do.
That.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be key going forward to them developing another option. And it looks like Harrison is stepping up to take that. Also a night where we've seen Kai Cox, the freshman, who's played terrific throughout the season, battled with foul trouble here tonight.
Right.
Had to sit most of the third quarter, practically the entire third quarter, and then came back on the court in the fourth quarter. He had a big night here tonight with 13 points, but he had a gritty performance. He was definitely helped lead this team offensively and defensively, but at the same time, picked up a couple fouls. I probably will look back at it thinking, boy, I could have, saved myself some minutes on the court if I didn't pick up those couple.
Oh, for sure. And I think with that in mind as well, you're going to, everything's a learning moment. And that's what you want to be seeing is plenty of those extra learning moments. And that's one that, you can go back and look on tape after the fact. So plenty that they'll be able to look at. Again, I think a few too many miscues. Coach Blender's not going to be happy with the turnover count in the end, that's for sure as well. Lots that they can continue to work on because we still have not seen a full 32-minute performance from this Newcastle team this year. Coach and I are kind of talking about that before the game as we were just chatting, that if they can play the full 32-minute game, there's very few teams that are going to be able to take down Newcastle when they play that way. When any team in 6A plays that way, let's just be frank about it. But they got 2 more games in the regular season in section play next week at Fox Chapel on Tuesday night. Trib Live High School Sports Network will have coverage of that one. Make sure you check them out. That'll be a big one there at the Fox's Den for sure. And then back here on Friday night, we will have the live audio. We'll also have tape delay video for that finale against North Allegheny next Friday night. And Newcastle will have a couple of non-section games after that as well against Lincoln Park and Bishop Canevin as final tune-ups before the playoffs. Pine-Richland, they still control their own destiny down the stretch here because they will take on Butler and Seneca Valley to round out the season. And right now, Butler controlling Seneca Valley, leading by 20 after 3 quarters. So chance for Pine-Richland, if they can get those last 2 wins, they will be still in the postseason. It's been so close in so many games. I tell you what, I wouldn't want to be playing them down the stretch, and certainly wouldn't want to be a team as one of the top seeds, potentially playing the Rams in the postseason either. So hats off to the Rams, again, playing a hard-fought game. They just need to find a way to string these last couple together to put themselves into the playoffs.
Well, big win here again for the Canes as they come away with the 55-47 victory.
Win number 369, by the way.
I was just going to mention that. You got me there.
Oh, gotcha.
But an impressive win in the sense at home where they needed to
continue their win streak. They now improve to 9-3 in section play and 15-3 overall. Pine-Richland falls to 4-8 in section play and 6-13 overall as they will continue this season, as you mentioned, against Butler on February 4th. And, of course, the Canes will take on Fox Chapel on February 4th at Fox Chapel. And then back here at Nikai High Fieldhouse against North Allegheny to end section play on the 7th.
Can you believe we are at the end of the regular season here, Tim?
So fast. It really, truly does. You know, I've said it for many, many years. The fastest 10 weeks of the season of the year is during the football season, as it just flies by.
Yeah.
But you know what? It goes just as fast once you get to the new year.
Mm-hmm.
And these 4 weeks of January just fly by so fast. And next thing you know, you're at the end of the regular season, and we're into the playoffs in February. And my goodness gracious, it's going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot of great teams in our area. I don't know if we have any updates on scores out of town here before we get on.
Let's see. Lee Mode's been sending them to me all night for the games. Start of the fourth quarter, Fox Chapel tied with North Hills at 38-38. So that's a big one. If North Hills wins that game, then Newcastle will be tied with Fox Chapel heading into that game next week for the top spot in the section. They should be a game ahead of Seneca Valley, who trails Butler by 20 as they start the fourth quarter in that one. So again, thanks to Lee Moan for those score updates. Big shout out again to our award recipients. We announced at halftime our LCAP Team of the Month, our Teams of the Month, the two district champions, Wilmington from District 10 and Neshannock from the WPIL, and winning states today, the competitive spirit squads for Neshannock and Wilmington. Big shout outs to them as your Teams of the Month. And also to your Athletes of the Month, Kayla Jones of Elwood City and Ralphie Blundo of Newcastle. Shout out to them as well. And again, our broadcast schedule next week, Tim, we'll have on Tuesday night. We will have the basketball game up in Bessemer as Mohawk will take on Aliquippa, the Class 3A.
Looking forward to that one.
Yeah, Class 3A Section 1 championship game, essentially, as Aliquippa beat Mohawk by 20-something in the first game. See if Mohawk can return the favor and get a co-championship out of it. Wednesday, we'll have bowling at 3 o'clock. Newcastle in the season finale against Butler as they look to go for a perfect regular season, does Newcastle bowling, making more history there for that bowling program. Then doubleheader Friday, we'll have the Newcastle game here against North Allegheny, again live audio, video on replay, and we'll also have the season finale senior night at the Cavelli Fieldhouse as Union will host Neshannock. Check it all out. We'll have it all on social media as well. Visit lcsportsnet.com for that full schedule. And then it's playoff time. At that point, Tim, we'll have our playoff preview, and then just follow the website because it's going to change basically daily as we try to get those schedules out. And, oh, my goodness, it is so much I'll say
going on.
I'll say fun as much as I can fun with it. With that in mind, again, as those broadcasts come on in the playoffs, please reach out to us any way you can help to get these games on the air. We need all the help that we can get in terms of sponsorship, all the above. So please stay tuned and stay in touch with us to try to get as many games as we can on the air here during the playoff run.
All right, well, that brings us to our final score. Once again, it's a good one here for the Canes as they come away with a 55-47 victory over Pine-Richland as the Canes improve to 9-3 in the section and 15-3 overall. For my partner, James Dotson, I'm Tim Continenza wishing you all a wonderful good evening. We'll talk to you next week right here on lcsportsnet.com.
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home.